Okay, day 44. Quattro, quattro. A quattro, quattro. Now you turn. Is my head cut off? I don't know. I don't think so. Okay, we're starting out with some hip stretching, the hip flexes. I have chronically tight hip flexors, so I always got to do some work to release those. Do a combination of just kind of sitting in this stretch, uh, focusing on having neutral spine. So you want to be arching. Give you a side angle. Ooh. Also good to have a little pad or something to put your knee on. You don't want your knee to be hurting, you know. Don't want your little kneecap to be hurting. Let's go this way. Okay. You don't want to be like arching your back. Like a lot of people will just lean into it and arch their back. Because one of the main hip flexors, the psoas, originates from your lower back. And then it comes kind of through here, down through the front of your pelvis, attaches on the inside of your femur, your quad bone. And so, to stretch or lengthen that muscle out, you don't want to arch the lower back. You want to keep your spine a little more neutral. A little bit of a natural curve in the lower back is all good, but you don't want to be excessively arching. So that's kind of where I'll start the stretch. And then, once we've lubricated that up a little bit, I'll bring the hands overhead and kind of lean away. And I find that opens up even more in there. Let's talk about the game plan for today. I'm excited because it's a fucking psycho set, drop set, super duper mayhem day. And I feel like this is the workouts that I'm seeing growth from. So I'm excited to do them. And the main thing that's leading to the growth is extreme intensity. And I enjoy that because I feel like it's within my control of like, I go into this workout, I can make it a workout that leads to muscle gain if I push my limits further and further and further. The only thing holding back the success of the workout being a session that stimulates muscle growth is my effort. I love that because I feel like it's within control. Yesterday, for example, primarily the weight and reps need to go up over time in the fast, heavy type of workout where you're not really super fatiguing the muscle, you're just trying to move more weight. Some of that's outside of your control. Like I can put all the intensity, all the energy and the focus into a set. If I don't got an extra rep, there's only so much, I get the music in, there's only so much you can do, right? There's like a physical limit. Whereas this day, there's a lot of more sets, there's a lot more reps. That margin of where failure is much wider. And I've found that in the recent like couple weeks, I've been able to push even harder than I was previously. So I thought I was going to the max, but now I'm taking it even further. And so what I'm really focusing on is those last few reps. And you'll see once we jump into the footage, but I'm doing these drop sets where the first set, I do 10 to 15 reps, and then I do 4 drops afterwards, meaning I drop the weight a little bit and do another set immediately. So for the overhead triceps, we're going to start with a 90. I'm going to go for 14 or 15. And then I'll minus 4 reps for the next drop set. So if I get 14 with a 90, the next drop and every drop after that, I'm going for 10. So I drop down to the 75, 10 reps, 65, 10 reps, 55, 10 reps, 50, 10 reps. And those last like 2, 3, 4 reps are where the gains are, is what I feel. And I'm going with a super slow controlled tempo. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't speed that tempo up. So I say in my mind, I'm going to stay slow and I have to close my eyes and you push to that limit. And it really becomes a factor or an ability to tolerate pain. How much pain can you tolerate? Because when you're in those, oh my God, it fucking hurts. Especially after you've already done several sets, you're on the last one or two. And then after the drop set's done, like my arms, everything is like it hurts for like 10 seconds. It's like burning. Like I have to stand up and like walk around. That's what we like. Yeah, so that's today, which I fucking love. I can't wait. I'm like, this is my favorite day right now, 100%. 100%. And the last thing to talk about, I don't know, that's the main focus, get the tunes in. No pre. So yesterday I've been on and off the pre. I was like, okay, I'll use pre-workout for the like fast heavy days where I'm trying to move heavy weight. I feel like it's kind of beneficial. I took it at 4:30. I couldn't fucking sleep, so I took a little nap this morning. I still went to bed on time at like 10:30, but suboptimal if you're not resting. That's probably my biggest weakness in this muscle building journey, is getting fucking sleep. So no more pre-workout, giving it away. We're not taking it anymore. It's generally, if I take it earlier in the day, it doesn't seem as significantly to impact my sleep, but I've noticed some effects still. So I'm just going nothing. I've never drank coffee. I've never been a stimulant person until like maybe 6-8 months ago. I started trying or maybe like a year ago. So maybe this will help. It does kind of help, but the consequences of the effects on sleep are not good. And then also it's like you kind of get accustomed to the pre-workout, and then it's not as effective at the beginning. It really gives you that extra push, and that kind of wanes. I find it still gives you a little pep to push a little bit harder, but overall not worth it is what I'm saying at this point. Something that I was thinking about is I think it would be hilarious if this journey starts to gain a little bit of traction, a little bit of popularity, and some of these fucking science, dorks start reviewing my training, giving their assessment. That's not how it works. That's not how you follow progressive overload. That's not optimal. That's suboptimal. Arms 2 days in a row. I want that to happen so badly, just so I can watch them fucking lose their minds. That's not what the textbook said. It wasn't written. Do 200. Context for this. I read a lot of the studies. If you've followed me on Instagram or TikTok, even on YouTube, I post them all as shorts as well. A lot of the short form content, looking into studies, reviewing studies, looking at some of the science. I'm not like all in. And what I kind of found is that I don't think it's as impactful for like where I'm at. I think if you're just starting out, you're a beginner, I think science-based lifting is a great place to go, 100%. But I also think that as you get more experienced, it's not as effective, and there's limitations because the mentality is that you're following a set of rules. And when you start looking into all these studies, you realize that like there's still a ton of gray area. It's not like black and white. Like there's always like some little caveats of like little details of how the study was structured that showed, you need to be in this rep range. What's a good way of explaining? Like, for example, is there a study that has looked at a bunch of different people who trained, not training at all, and then they train for 2 years, and they follow this fucking science, whatever, protocol, this amount of volume, this amount of intensity, whatever, these reps, okay? And then they run into a plateau, and then what kind of shit did they do after that? And then that led to some initial growth by increasing their volume. And then after that, what did they do? You know what I mean? So there isn't like, for the journey that I'm on, and that like a lot of people end up on, there isn't science specifically looking at like what happens as you get to more and more and more advanced levels. And they can't control for all the variables. So when people are looking at this shit and they're like, this is the rep range, or this is the amount of sets, like this is how often you have to train, or you got to rest this amount. It's like none of it is 100% black and white. It's all context dependent on who you are, how long you've been training, what you've been doing for the previous years, what you're doing now, what your body responded to from your previous training, how you're changing it, and like it's hard for me to fully explain, but what I'm interested in at this point is I just want to make fucking gains. I just want to see results. So I don't give a shit. If it's proven in a study, great. If it's not, I don't care. If it shows effectiveness in allowing me to build muscle, I'm on board. And I think that you're going to limit yourself if you just are trying to follow the rules as you get more advanced. There's not that many people that are like going this nuts on their training. But if you are, if you're stuck in a plateau and you're like, yeah, fucking forget some of the rules, man. You just got to start trying shit. Because like this shit where I'm doing arms 2 days in a row, it sounds insane. If you told me that like 5 years ago, I'd be like, that's not how it works. That's not, you got to rest. But then I just started fucking trying different shit, man. Reduce your frequency, change your volume, take things to the extreme to see how your body responds. And you'd be surprised what the results are if you do it progressively over time. If you haven't trained at all and you just don't follow my routine, do not. I got my arm program linked in the description, how to build massive arms. It's condensed in a way where I'm talking about a lot of the same kind of shit, but it's in a way where it's like if you're just starting out, here's where you're at. Or if you're 3 years in and you're at a plateau, here's what you should do. Doing exactly what I'm doing right now, probably not a good idea because I've built up to it over time, right? And the main theme being that I'm always looking for what's next. What's the next thing that I could do to make my training more difficult, more challenging, so that it leads to more growth. And this is where I've ended up, where I'm hitting arms 2 days in a row and then 1 day off. I'm doing these absurd psycho drop sets. I'm doing fast explosive tempo with heavy ass weights 1 day, and then I'm doing the drop sets like some like wacky shit. If you just tuned in all of a sudden, right, and you didn't see everything that led up to it. That's my rant and ramble though. And I'm not attached to any one fucking modality. I guess the one thing I feel passionate about is that you should experiment and pay attention to how your body responds. That would be the one like ideology that I'd kind of fight for. But outside of that, like if it's like a specific thing of like, you got to do 5x5, you got to do push-pull legs, you got to train heavy, you got to train light, you got to use high reps, you got to use slow tempo. It's like, I've done all, I'll do all, I don't give a shit. I'm not married to any fucking ideal because that's going to limit your ability to see progress. If you are more concerned about attaching your identity to a certain modality of training, then you're ultimately going to end up limiting yourself in the results that you see. The only thing I'm attached to is results, being objective of how my body responds and doing my best to not be biased or opinionated on any type of training. Anything. I'll try anything and give it an honest assessment and review of how it works for me. And I think that's my ideology that I'm attached to, is to use your body as a tool. You educate yourself. Don't disregard the science. But in my opinion, it has limitations. It's not completely black and white. This works, this doesn't. There's a lot of gray area. And I think for more advanced lifters, there isn't as much of it that's super relevant. And you're better off to start experimenting and trying some shit and not being afraid to break the rules. But so many people get attached to like a modality and like, this is how it works. It's like, holy fuck, man. There's a lot of different ways to do it. You know, I just want to see growth. I don't really care about being fucking right or proving that my thought or my approach was the best for everybody and technically scientifically proven. And just checking out some of the honeys here, just seeing what the ladies are up to. You know? Okay, if flexors are loosened up, I'm going to spend a bunch of time on my mobility and stuff. If you watch day 43 yesterday, I was having some elbow issues because my hips have been tight. I didn't take my time, loosen up my shoulders, my pecs, and everything. So we're really going to take our time. We've got a good amount of time here. So I'm probably going to spend at least another hour loosening everything up, and then we're going to tune in to some psycho sets. And what I think I'm going to do is show you guys round 1. So I do 4 rounds of the superset. All of it will make sense once we skip ahead to the actual sets. But I think I'm going to take you guys through round 1 and then round 4. All 4 rounds is going to be a lot of footage of me just grunting and making ugly faces and doing these slow reps for my arms. So I think round 1 and round 4 will be a good way to go. And that way you'll get to see the contrast of the difference. And ideally, what I try to do is the output that I hit on round 1, I try to match that throughout the workout. So you get to see what that looks like firsthand. Sometimes it's not possible, right? Because your body, you do have physical limits. You are fatiguing. But in my mind, I'm like, nah, motherfucker. We doing exactly what we started with, bitch. All right. So we'll see you down in the weight room, brother. Okay. I lied. I did round 1 without filming it. And I think I got the bank shot lined up better, so I'm not splitting myself in half. So, round 1 done. This will be round 2. I just committed an absolute sin curling in the squat rack. But the complete flat bar kind of hurts my wrists. If you're turned all the way up, I like the easy curl bar. It's a little bit more of a natural position for your wrist, so we're not going to curl in the squat rack again. Like a sinner. And so the first round I got 14 and then 10s all the way down. So 14 reps with the first dumbbell and then 10 reps on each successive drop. So I'm going to go for that same number again, and I'm focusing on slowing the tempo down and making sure I get quality reps. So I talked about in my leg day before where you want to add a rep each workout, but then sometimes it's better to not add a rep, but just try to make sure that you have really good quality to your reps. Because I find if you continuously push yourself to add reps, it's good, but sometimes you're going to end up falling into the trap of then sacrificing your form, and that's the main thing that's producing you doing more reps. So I find alternating days where you add reps, and then the next day I'm going to do the same amount of reps. I'm going to make sure the form is super dialed in, so it's still probably going to be harder. So in this case, I'm making sure the negative is very slow. 14. Good stretch. That's it. Shit. Only 12. Maybe I'm going extra slow. I don't know. But I think we should still aim for 10s with the drops. We take like 5-10 seconds. A couple deep breaths. First set's with the 90. Next one 75. So a 15-pound drop on the first one. Let's go. Give me 10s. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's what I mean by the margin for failure is wider. So like in a set like that, the last couple reps are all around failure. If you really push yourself, you can keep going. Now I dropped 10 pounds, 90, 75, now it's 65. Another 10 reps. For sure, 10, for sure. Oh yeah, let's go. Be ready for it. Shoulders down, elbows in. Here we go. Oh, shit. That's really good. That's what we want. It's like, as soon as you get to 5, it starts to really hurt. But there's more in there. If you can find it. 2 more. So I go down to the 55s. So 90, 75, 65, 55. And the last one's going to be with a 50. 10 reps. 10 reps. Come on. Slow. One more. That's where the pain starts to kick in. So you want, if you're doing like 5 weights like this, you want the first drop to be the biggest amount. So 15, and then the ones in the middle are 10-pound drops, and the last one's 5, because as you get down to lighter weights, like the proportional amount becomes more. I'll explain more after. Let's go. 10 reps. 10 reps, bitch. Super slow. Focus on the stretch. Come on. Shit. Ow. Ow. Oh. Holy fuck, man. Oh. That was the most intense one I've ever done, for sure. There's another gear there. That's because you guys are watching, trying to impress you. Holy fuck, man. Holy shit. I'm gonna rest like 1 minute-ish and do the same thing for biceps. Because biceps are getting an extended rest because this whole fucking thing takes like 5 minutes. So they're resting the whole time. So I just take like a minute to like catch my breath. And we'll do the same thing for biceps. Oh. Oh yeah. They got that fucking inflated gorilla look going. It's my primary goal in life. Max out the inflated gorilla look. Okay. I'm fucking bullshitting around. I'm fucking cracking the mirror. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna go right like this. And I'm gonna stand here. Okay. 60, 80. So this weight's gonna be 92 pounds to start, which is a little heavier. I've been doing 90, but this bar is different. It's 22 pounds. So I got 14 with the 90 last time, biceps. So we'll go for 14 again. This is like 92 pounds. Should be able to get it. Why not? Just out slow negative. Lose 1 rep. It's okay. Oh, I didn't have the fucking clip on. That could have been a disaster. Holy hell. try to take off 15 pounds. It's like doing mental math when you're fucking pumped like this and fatigued. It ain't the easiest. Shit. Oh, okay. I think that's right. So 13, but I think we still go for 10s. Couple deep breaths. Come on, bitch. Yeah, give me 10. For sure. I don't think it's stop it. Come on. Right side. 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy. That's another level. For sure. So I'm going to take 10 pounds off. I'm telling you, if you put like a fucking number in your head ahead of time, and you're a stubborn little fuck like me, it's massively useful because you have that target to aim for. Sometimes physically you may not get there, but I find you're going to ensure that you push yourself to failure if you give yourself a ridiculous or maybe borderline impossible target. And the challenge comes with not sacrificing your form. So keep that form tight. I find easy bar curls, it's fairly easy. Chest out, shoulders back, elbows stay at the side the whole time. Another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. 7. Oh. That's not a fun pain. Oh shit. Okay. We take off another 10. This is set 4. So I got 2 more. Holy shit. That should burn. This is Irving. Setup with the fucking easy curl bar here is not ideal, but gives me a little more rest. That's what I really want. Okay. Another 10. Come on, Matt. What do you got? 10 reps. Good ones. Oh, I don't got. Ow. It's like 8.5. Okay. And on this last one, we take off just 5 pounds. Oh shit. Quick shake out. A couple deep breaths. And we're gonna go for 9. Come on now, what do you got? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Fuck. are burning. So those two sets are the most intense that I've ever done. For whatever reason, the tricep set just pushed into an extra gear. And then this, I think, because it's actually 4 pounds heavier because the other bar total was 88, so a little less than 90, and now this is 92. And so trying to do the same rep scheme with an additional 4 pounds. So I'm not gonna film round 3, and then I'll do that, and then I'll record round 4 again. So we'll cut to that. Okay, set 3 done. Now we're going for round 4, and I would say the inflated gorilla status has been achieved. Holy fuck. Okay, round 4, fourth and final. Sort of like you get all motivated and you're all like psyched up. Yeah, man, I fucking crushed my workout. At this stage, like, that workout's absolutely fucking me. But you still gotta put in maximum effort. So same weights. For whatever reason, the first set, the reps are dropping, but I've been doing 10s all the way through on the drops. So we're gonna go for 12 and then 10s. Fucking wish me luck. Ooh, what do you got? This is where it fucking tests you, man. Come on, baby, let's go. Everything you got. 12 good ones. Slow and controlled. Shoulders down. Listen to the mirror. Oh. So we got. I don't even know where the fuck I am right now. Holy shit. Hips cramping up. Doesn't matter. Okay. 10s. Come on. What do you got in there? 10 reps. Like your life depends on it. Come on. One, two, three. Not quite, but I still tried. 3 more. Couple deep breaths. Come on. Finish strong. 10 reps. 9, 8.5. A few more. Yep. I'm not tired. I don't know what tired means. I never heard that word in my life. 10. Slow and controlled. 10 reps. Come on. I decide. That's ruthless. One more. Who's doing this? Oh, who the fuck is doing this? Okay, don't hesitate. 10. No quiet. Give me 10. 3, 4. Sure, I'm not fucking sure. Come on. Who's doing this? There. Oh. Oh, that's not fun. Quick drink. I'm gonna do curls. I don't really got much to say. Sorry. Fucking. Just gonna load up the fucking weight and I'll make a new clip. Okay, last set of curls. Last time I went for 13 on the first one, but I don't think I got it. So we're gonna do 12. Come on. 12. That's not there. Well, and then, what was that, like 11 and a half? Like 9s.
Fucking changing the weight. I think that's right. Okay. And let's go. We got a good tune. No excuse. Maximum effort. Come on. 9 reps. So, something to watch is like as I fatigue, rather than arching through my lower back, swinging the weight, shrugging the weight, I just keep all the tension on the bicep and potentially shorten the range of motion. If you can't complete a full rep, so be it, but I don't want to sacrifice and have the tension go into other body parts. I just keep it all in the bicep. Go for full range if you can't get it. That's good failure. Another 9. Hey. Oh, I think I got 2 more. 2 more on the workout stuff. Fucking hell. Talk about a fucking pain train. Oh my god. Change in the pit crew. I got 8. Let's go for 9 again. Why not? Aim for it. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, one more. Last one. Up, down. Okay. 9 reps. 9 reps and we're done. Come on. Like I'm good. No. Ah. Okay. I'm gonna clean all this shit up. We'll do a little pump check. Okay, quick post workout. Flex it up. I'm probably not really peak pump anymore. I find it peaks at around the 3rd set. And also I was just packing up all the weights and chatting with somebody. So excuses, but I'm not maximum gorilla inflated. But yeah, good pump for sure. That was the most vicious arm workout that I've ever done. It was absurd. It almost broke me, but it didn't. Yeah, this is what the physique looks like. People are making fun of my small titties, but I find that those tricep extensions with that good stretch that I'm really trying to emphasize more is leading to some growth here. So one day, people are always going to have some shit to say. I think, given that those are the only exercises I'm doing for my upper body, I feel, my physique's not fucking amazing, but I feel proud and pretty impressed that I've got some shoulders and a little bit of back action happening. And I never felt like my chest was that undersized, but it definitely is a little bit when I have an arm pump. But the online community for sure thinks that that's what's lacking. So keep pushing those drop sets to failure with the good stretch is basically all I can do to try to bring up the chest some. I have to get out of here and go to school and do some shit. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Great workout. See you in the next one.